Hey everybody, Guardog and Kitty here.
With an episode of
Would You Rather?
And I don't want to do that one, so let's skip it.
No, well, I'll
There's
choose.
a problem there.
No, would you rather be a slave or be homeless?
I don't want to talk about slaves.
No, homeless it is then.
Anyway, the rule is simple. It's Guardog's laptop, so if we get into a disagreement, Guardog gets to pick his answer. That's just how we're doing it.
And hopefully there's no political or religious ones.
Yeah.
We're gonna try. We're just gonna like randomly click one and keep going.
Anyway.
There we go.
Yeah. So
would you rather have a wardrobe completely of flannel and plaid, or have a wardrobe completely of denim? Denim.
I'm not allowed to read one.
Oh, sorry.
How do you read the blue one and I read the red one?
Sorry.
Yeah, so I can do something. Because I'm here. Kitty exists! No, anyway. Did I peek the mic? I hope I did. Anyway. Okay, so have a wardrobe completely of flannel and plaid, or have a wardrobe completely of denim. It's hard because with my job, I can't just be slapping denim on everywhere. You know, we can only wear jeans on Fridays. But I'm not a flannel plaid person either. So
denim is more durable too.
Yeah, I guess. But I guess I'd have to go with the denim. I can't do the flannel and plaid.
Huh.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be kind of even.
No, I'm sorry. Just the whole thing killed me.
Well,
would you rather have a tapeworm that eventually kills you,
or have AIDS? I don't like this one.
Alright. From a guy's point of view, I'd go with the tapeworm.
Okay.
Because, granted, you always stay skinny because it's eating all your food, no matter how much you eat.
Right.
But at least you still get to have sex.
It's a good thing that we labeled our channel not safe for children.
Exactly.
I bring that stuff up. I don't know. I guess it would have to be the tapeworm because if you have AIDS, you know, you're just gonna die either way. I guess we'll go with the tapeworm.
And keep a good form while you're at it. Really?
Wow, it's split again. Dang.
And we're on the smaller side.
I don't want another hard one. Can we get one that's like... Okay.
I can't pronounce that.
This is Iliad.
Oh, it looks like two L's to me. So...
Okay. Anyway.
I don't know what...
We're supposed to say... You're just like jumping on it. It's whatever. The Iliad or the Odyssey.
I know what the Odyssey is. I would read that. I haven't actually read it, but I would read it.
I can't remember if I read the Iliad or not.
I don't even know what the Iliad is.
It's just another story like the Odyssey is.
I don't even know what it's about, though.
I don't know what it's about either. I can't remember. They said I can't remember.
I have to look that up later.
Around in a minute.
Because I can't make a decision on this one because I don't even know what that one is about.
I mean, we are on the browser. You could just, open up a new tab and be like, well, let's search the Iliad real quick.
Is that gonna mess up the recording?
No, because it's recording the browser. Well, I don't know. It might. We'll see what happens. It doesn't matter. Just go for it.
Okay, I'll think of another one.
All right. Yeah, let's just take a look.
What was it?
It's 1L.
Oh. AID? Iliad. Summary. Homer. Oh, okay, Homer. It covers the quarrels and fightings near the end of the Trojan War. The story opens 9 years into the war, which basically started because Paris, son of King... Okay, so this is a thing that's going on during Troy, the days of Troy. Ooh, that's a tough one then. That is a tough one.
I would still go with the Odyssey, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not that big on reading about wars.
Well, no, it's stuff going on during the Trojan War.
That's fine. No matter what war it is, I don't really like reading about it. It's boring.
Okay, well,
I
I lean more towards the Odyssey. I would read them both, but since Kitty says the Odyssey, go with the Odyssey.
My thing is
76%.
My thing about war is that people are fighting each other. That's it. That's all I see it as. Like, why would I want to read about people fighting each other?
It's dramatic stories that are unfolding during the war.
But you know what else is happening during the war? People fighting and killing each other.
You're so stuck on just the fact that people...
Like, sometimes wars start off for stupid crap, and it's like, so we're just going to sit here and watch y'all fight. Let me just skip all the way to the outcome. Okay, did y'all win or not? That's it. It's just like somebody playing sports. Okay, let me just see if they won or not.
It's like the World War II movies that focus on a single tank in the war that helps single-handedly win a battle or something.
Okay, then you know what else? If you really know your history, which is probably the people that go to the movies like this, probably. And you're like, oh, I remember that tank. That's the tank where everybody died. Let's watch the story unfold before they die. But guess what?
It's the story. It's the story.
So you can't get emotionally invested in characters that you know are going to die. It's just like watching the Titanic.
Where's my chisel? Tink, tink, tink. Tink, tink, tink. Get some of that ice off of there.
He's trying to chisel my heart. I'm not cold-hearted about it, but you can't... If you already know they're going to die, why get emotionally invested?
Because I'm ADHD and that's just how I think.
You know what? Now that I think about it, that's just like, I'm going to die and you're going to die. Why am I emotionally invested in you?
Exactly.
But this is a movie we're talking about.
See, you brought up a very good point, dear. Anyway, would you rather be awake during spine surgery and hear the bones crunching?
Or be awake when they twisted an extremely broken arm back into place? Well, I feel like the one that I just read is more commonly known. You know, when they have to put a certain thing back in place, you know. But I think it has to be a certain severity.
By now, your adrenaline is already kicking in.
That depends on when they do it too, though.
Well, no, it's be awake when they twisted an extremely broken bone, which means it's already broken.
Right.
So they're twisting it back into place.
Mm-hmm.
By then, you got the adrenaline running through your system still.
I would do the broken arm thing too, because spinal surgery, other things can happen while your spine is being worked on.
Yes.
And you would feel all that.
You hear a bone crunching and it's like, was that my spine? Or my rib?
God. Yeah, I'm going with the red one.
Yeah, I am too.
Jeez. Yeah, I
bet. Would you rather spend Monday to Saturday knocking down the wall off China for the rest of your life,
or never be able to leave your bedroom?
I can live with that.
That depends though, because if you're not able to leave your bedroom, how
Other people
can bring you food? Where are you using the bathroom? In freaking bottles and... If
you're never able to leave your bedroom, modify your bedroom to make it a studio apartment. It is still a single room.
True.
You got a toilet, a small shower, you've got a hot plate, microwave,
and then you can order your food online and it gets delivered to your bedroom door, which is also your front door, or probably your only door.
Yep.
I guess that sounds better. I mean, I feel like if I was a destructive enough type of person, I wouldn't mind spending that much time breaking down the wall of China. But
yeah, if I had anger issues that just would not go away, maybe the wall of China and a sledgehammer. Are they going
to pay me to do that destruction? You know,
right?
But the Great Wall of China is a historical thing, and I don't think it should be knocked down.
Yeah, because that is a great cultural achievement. Building a wall around China.
But yeah, let's go with that one. Yeah.
Red one? Alright. Almost split. Now that's a lot closer than I was expecting.
Wow.
Says some people got some anger issues. Or they just love destruction and go, ooh, destroy, click. Alright. Would you rather?
We saw this one when we were watching Jack play.
It wasn't die in a zombie apocalypse or die in a nuclear war, sorry. It was similar, but it was surviving in a which one would you want? A nuclear apocalypse or a zombie apocalypse?
As far as death goes, I would rather die in the nuclear war as long as I am within that radius where I die instantly. Because if I don't die instantly from the bomb, it's going to be either way with the zombie apocalypse or the radiation. It's going to be a slow and painful death. So I'd rather be right dead center of where the target is for that bomb.
So the initial deaths.
Right, so it's a quick death, and that's it.
Or within minutes.
That's what I would rather.
I would want to live on the other side. If I die, I want to become a zombie.
Mm-mm. I couldn't do it.
Coin toss.
No, what do you mean coin toss?
Yeah, I decided this is how we're going to do it when we can't decide.
No, I decided. You're the one that can't decide.
No, you decided on nuclear. I decided on zombie apocalypse.
Okay, but it's your computer, so you get to pick
I want to
your
make it
choice.
fair. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Call it.
Heads.
Tails.
There you go.
Zombie apocalypse it is.
Because like I said, it's your computer and you choose your choice. Click it.
I guess more people want to die a slow, painful death of radiation poisoning.
Like I said, I need to be right up under that bomb. Like that bomb needs to be hitting.
They need to target you. Is what you're saying?
Right on the forehead, just bam.
It's just gonna you're just gonna get crushed by the bomb before
it explodes.
detonates. Yeah.
And then I just become like I just go everywhere and like flowers. These pretty flowers sprout up. They're gonna call it the kitty flower. Anyway, we're getting a little too deep into this.
We do that. See, would you rather gone on the Titanic and survived, been in the Twin Towers when hit and survived?
I exist.
Sorry.
Okay, so at this point, we're seeing, if you've gone on the Titanic and survived the Titanic, you probably wouldn't be alive anymore because of how long ago it happened. Whereas with the Twin Towers and survived,
I know people that I know, not personally, but I've heard stories of a guy getting launched out of the building as it collapsed because of the air pressure. It hit so fast that it launched him out the window, and he survived because he skipped on a taller building.
That sounds rough, though.
No, he's only still like 20 stories up towards the bottom, but he got launched and but he survived from it, getting launched from the building.
I think that I would go with the Twin Towers, and again, not because of the years, like I was just now mentioning, but I feel like with the Titanic, it was a very long, arduous journey of the whole thing taking 10 years to sink. You're trying to escape, or the water's coming in. You get out there, and then you're like, "Can I get on a boat?" Of course, for me, I'm a female, so they'll put the women and children first.
I would have died.
But then you're out there floating in the cold ass water forever before you get to land. Whereas with the Twin Towers, it's just like you're already on land. You got to worry about the cold. All you got to do is worry about your lungs are like with dust and debris and stuff, or I guess if you did take injuries, you'll heal from them, and you're good. I'd rather deal with the Twin Towers. What? Oh, you didn't even really...
Oh, well, I agreed.
Oh, you didn't have anything else to add to that?
Nope.
Okay, well, moving on then. I like this. This is fun to talk about.
Would you rather?
You're supposed to read the blue one.
Oh, well, I read yours so many times.
Okay, well, would you rather be Edward Cullen, which I know who that is, or be Eric Northman? I don't know who that is. I guess we gotta go back to Google so we can see what's going on. You know who Edward Cullen is, right? Twinkle Boy? Glitter Boy? Don't look at me like that. I'm just saying. Freaking glittering vampires.
Well, in that case, I know Edward Cullen. I should get smacked for that one. Eric Northman.
Yeah, no clue about that. We're learning things.
Eric.
Man, you all cap. No joke. True Blood? Really? So there's no choice? It's either vampire or vampire?
It's either burning daylight vampire
or
for you,
boy.
or sparkle like diamond, but be also virtually indestructible.
Fine, I guess I have to be Edward Cullen, because I'd rather be out there in the daytime instead of being always night. But
And in places that are always overcast, you'd be fine, just like in the movie.
I don't want to be either. I don't want to be a vampire.
Or you can live in a cave in the woods and stay away from
Why
people.
a cave? A cave in the woods? A cave would be in the mountains. Why do we have a cave in the woods?
Because it's next to the mountains.
I can't.
And there's trees up the mountains. Anyway,
God,
Edward Cullen.
we need a face cam. Making some serious faces up in here.
Yeah. Alright. Would you rather live in a treehouse
or live in a floating boathouse? I would say treehouse.
Damn.
I do not have a fear of water, but if there's a problem, it's going to take 10 more years before you get some help.
You could be strapped to a freaking dock.
And then if there's a storm, like...
You could just pull up anchor and leave.
I know, but...
And go upriver.
Your boathouse is going to be doing all kinds of rocking.
But in
the
same storm, if you're in the same area, like a hurricane, for instance...
Okay, but my treehouse, I'm sorry, my treehouse is not built on no pine tree or no skinny baby tree. It's on a very sturdy...
Or water oaks.
Oak tree.
Because water oaks, their roots are very shallow. I learned that in Katrina as well. So you would have to have like a serious, deeply
rooted.
It has like that root tap down there at the bottom that when you dig it up, there's another 4 to 6 feet of root just going straight down like in pine trees.
I'm going to put my treehouse in some kind of, I'm going to sway in the wind when somebody sneezes kind of tree. You know?
Well, if you put it that way, I go with the treehouse too. Like, well, what was that TV show where a family was stranded on an island? They built they built this massive tree mansion.
I don't know.
I can't remember, but I mean they had rooms for everything. The dad was like a scientist or they had a PhD in something.
I remember Tarzan. They had a treehouse in Tarzan.
No, this was a family that got shipwrecked on a deserted island.
Came in and destroyed everything except Tarzan.
Anyway, why are you going morbid? Anyway, live in a treehouse. More people agree. Would you rather live an average life and be forgotten in time,
or go down in history for something terrible? That's easy. I would go for B. I mean, blue. Blue.
B for blue.
Well, yeah, I don't even know what happened there. But that's the majority of life.
Yeah.
Live an average life and be forgotten in time. Because, you know...
But that's the beauty of YouTube, though. I mean,
I'd rather work in the background and not necessarily be thanked for doing the things that I do, and that's what I do at my job. I work in the background. Some people do still thank me for stuff, which is awesome, but that's foreground work. The actual background stuff, I don't run around going, you know, oh, I helped print these things out to decorate this wall for this particular. Well, there's no point, you know. Because, I messed up that one time when I was all like... Somebody was like, who made these snowflakes? They're so pretty. And I was like, I did. Ooh, I had so many people ordering snowflakes from me. Jeez. Which is fine.
Learn to be quiet about it.
I like it better when I do something and I just stay quiet about it.
and listen to the compliments roll in about, who did these? These are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, the mysterious snowflake maker.
Anyway. I would agree, live an average life and be forgotten in time instead of doing something terrible.
And then, remember we made that comment before because we saw something similar. Somebody going down in history for something terrible. That, you know, those are all your school shooters right there.
Yeah.
Or your active shooters, you know.
Yeah.
That's them.
Right.
Look at that. Oh,
there's a 32% of people you need to go find. I was waiting to make that joke. Oh.
Okay,
if you could go back in time and sign the Declaration of Independence, would you rather sign your real name
or sign using the ridiculous pseudonym? Icy Wiener Mike Roch? God, Mike Roch. I don't think this is political at all, so this is safe for us to do. And I would just sign my real name because I'm not one of those people that think that it's funny to sign it like that. Like, that's immature. We're too old for this mess.
Yeah, because it actually took you a second to go Mike Roch.
Yeah, I know. I had to make sure because I was like, is that how we're supposed to pronounce Roch? Like, you know.
Yeah, and for me, I guess it'd be going back in time and signing it. It's just like an ego for me. Unfortunately, it's like, yeah, I got to sign the Declaration of Independence.
I mean, you know, if that's
I would want to use my real name so everyone knows I signed it.
The only reason I would do it is because it's a formal document. Of course, I'm going to put, you know.
it's a formal document creating the United States. The foundation of the United States, which is later just destroyed.
Yeah, one of the very famous the Declaration of Independence signers, I.C. Wiener. Like, I mean, that's gonna be the no.
Man, that'd be rough.
Anyway, let's move on from that.
Good.
Wow, there's more of them than there are active shooters. I guess that's a good thing. Would you rather
be named after a car
or be named after a produce? I would rather be named after a car. I mean, it already happens, you know, with some African American families. Their kids are named stuff. Like, there are I know kids at work that are named Bentley, you know, and I'm trying to think of another one, but like,
I mean, I knew a girl named Mercedes.
Right, yeah.
Alexis.
Mercedes is a name. Lexus. Gosh.
But it's like you go, what do you want for a car, sweetheart? While she's giving birth. Alexis.
Oh, that sounds like a great name for a child. But yeah, and then but honestly, cars are named after people in the first place.
Yeah.
So that kind of just
well, the brand is. The individual cars are not, but
you know, I mean, I don't want
like Henry Ford and Ford and
right. I guess, you know, run around calling myself Nissan Centric. That's a Pixelmon reference.
Our Pixelmon reference.
Yes.
Alright, be named after a car.
Yeah, because I don't want to be, you know, naming my child Asparagus.
80%.
Yeah.
And I bet you most of them wanted to be like Dodge, Jeep, or Ferrari or something.
or Lamborghini.
Lamborghini, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Tesla.
Yeah, the nickname is Lambo. Anyway, and then like there's all those fruits and veggies are like Dragon Ball Z characters, you know.
Next. Would you rather have a nail hammered through every joint in each of your fingers,
or have the famous Starry Night slowly carved into your back with a knife? What
Starry
is
Night.
the pain? Why are we having this pain again? I would have to go with the Starry Night as well, because my poor joints. I need my fingers.
Exactly. Wouldn't be able to type, wouldn't be able to do gaming, I mean, wouldn't be able to do anything if that happened, so. Starry Night. And you get a famous painting carved into your back, I mean.
Yeah, but, you know, then you get demonetized. Every time somebody sees your back. Because you got somebody's work, I don't know, just copywritten stuff. Yeah, I figured.
Those some sick people.
Remember, that's that active shooter percentage.
Yep. There's 1%.
I'm never gonna let that go.
If you were lost in space,
would you rather
run into a full-grown alien from Alien,
or run into Predator? They're not the same.
They're both very vicious aliens, though.
So again, how do we want to die? Is that what it's asking? Okay, so wait.
With Predator, though, Predator can have respect for a human being if they kill an alien.
Okay.
because it was done in one of the movies, Requiem.
Okay.
I believe it was. It
And
was
the
Alien versus Predator is what it was.
Isn't Alien the one that like bursts out of your chest?
Yes.
I guess run the Predator, and if he gives me like a mission to go kill an alien, or I could just have an alien and just be like, "Hey, look," and just snap his neck or something. Wait, do they have necks?
They have acidic blood, so you gotta be careful.
So I have to snap his acidic blood, and then be like, "Hey, Predator, look!" Just kill it. And then, well, I'm in space. I'm gonna have a suit, so I should be okay with the blood.
No, because it eats through steel.
Okay, so I have to like wring it out like without it touching me, and then be like, "Look, I killed it. Respect me." I guess I have to go with Predator.
Because in Alien vs. Predator, the human female actually saved the Predator and killed the queen. The alien queen. So she got mad respect. So I'd rather run into a Predator because there is a chance of survival if you can prove yourself. So, almost even. Because you die quickly here, running into a full-grown one.
Yeah.
So because like initially, which way you're going to die, but we thought more logically, and since I know a little bit about the Alien and Predator movies, I'm trying to click it again. Would you rather have the ability to rewind 24 hours 3 times a year,
or be able to consciously control your dreams and remember them in great details?
Hell yes! Because I could write so many books.
Yeah. And to consciously control them? Dude. Oh man, that's gonna be my new happy place. I'm gonna be sleeping a lot.
I'd sleep until I got done and wake up and remember them in great detail and literally just get on the computer and...
That's the sound of you typing, yes?
Once I get that good, yeah. Kind of like how you sound.
Voice... I don't sound like that! I don't type like that.
I know one person that sounds worse than you.
But I don't type like that. You're giving me too much credit. I don't type that fast.
You type fast, and because you type fast, the sounds of the keys are overlapping each other. But I know somebody that literally sounds like they're just ramming their fingers on keyboards. And she's that fast.
The thing is, it's not that I'm typing fast, it's that there's a lot of, my fingers sliding from one key to another instead of lifting my fingers to each key and all that, so I'm making a lot of extra noise when I'm moving my fingers around the keyboard.
Anyway, Red.
Yes. Huh?
Y'all suck. I forget. Oh, because you could do like bank heists and stuff like that with rewinding. Well, think about it.
Relive the day, Well,
you could relive the day, and if you saw the perfect opportunity to steal 2 bags with each $100,000 in it, you go back, rewind, grab it at that exact point in time, and walk off.
But the thing is, if you are sitting there messing with time like that, whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. You can't really change. You know what I mean? It's kind of like going back and saying.
The theory about time is if you change something, you create a spike off of it, which creates an alternate reality, and then that's the reality you're on.
Yeah, but it's like that question of would you if you had the ability to go back in time and change one thing, what would you do? Yeah, it's going to unravel everything. So,
yeah, because there's one thing I would do, and it would change everything about my life.
But let's not get into personal stuff.
I just put that much thought into it.
We probably have time for one more question.
Would you rather kill someone and have nobody know,
or not kill someone but have everyone think you did? What is the benefit of that?
You go away to jail for murder because everyone thinks you killed someone.
But the way it's worded is you have everyone think you did. Like, you want everyone to think you did. And that...
well, if you look at it that way, then, yeah, it's like, yeah, I killed this person, yeah, blah, blah. And you're pretty much spouting the business of you killing someone.
Yeah, like, you don't want to mess with me, But I don't want to kill anyone either.
Oh, I got a few enemies.
I don't.
I do.
I do have a few people that
I have one person
that to anymore, but not to the point of me wanting to kill
Getting
them.
into my personal life for a second. One person did vow to kill me one day, if you ever saw me, so I would actually have to go with blue just to cover my ass on that one.
But are you covering your ass really, though? God, I don't know. Because I don't want to go to jail innocent, but I don't want to kill someone either. And that's really hard. I mean, I guess if nobody knows, then I'm not going to jail.
Right.
So I guess I'm going to have to go with that because I don't want to go to jail for no reason. But gosh, I can't get past the idea of
taking
killing
life.
you. Right. Like, I don't even want to have the power.
Yeah.
Because, that's part of the reason I'm afraid of, like, knowing how to use and work a gun and stuff like that. Because
But you still have bows and stuff which have the same power.
You keep saying I love them, but I haven't even practiced with those either.
She says as somebody gave her a compound bow for a gift.
And that's fine, but I still haven't gone out and practiced with it.
Actually, I need to readjust it.
Anyway, we're going way off topic. I'm just going to have to go with that one because if nobody's going to know, I'm not going to jail.
Yeah.
Whereas, I don't want to be sitting in jail.
The only thing you have to deal with is your conscience.
Yeah. And knowing me, if I was doing that, I have anxiety, so I'd probably have a lot of nightmares in the years to come.
But if you were consciously controlling your nightmares...
Right? Like, get this nightmare out of here. Let's go to a happy place.
Exactly. All right, blue it is. 75% of the people actually chose that.
And that is all the time we have, so don't even click that arrow because we'll be diving into the next one. Okay, he wants one more.
One more.
Gosh, you big baby.
Okay, would you rather live an extra 25 years? Would be nice.
Or live a life without the need to sleep? Yes!
Yes!
Yes! I do not want to need sleep. It's such a pain. But I won't get to have my happy place, though. If we were still doing all that. But live a life without the need to sleep, I would definitely go for that. Because you can get so much stuff done overnight.
The amount of videos we could stock up.
We can record videos when it's quieter. Gosh, there's so much noise during the daytime.
Yeah.
But it's better to get work and stuff done during the day, especially when there's businesses open and all that.
Well, plus you could work in, if you didn't need sleep, which means you always had energy.
Right.
So you could work 2 jobs.
Bring in that extra dough. Bring
in all that extra money, then still have time to record, clean house, cook, like, in my case, cook, clean, all that. Of course, you'd have the energy too. This house would be perfectly spotless all the time.
But yeah, we'd get a lot of stuff done. And a lot of money would come into the household.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Alright, well.
Yes.
Ooh.
Wow.
I can see why, if you're going to live to 100, which isn't the normal expectancy, but say most people are going to live to 100.
Yeah.
Living an extra 25 years, granted that would suck as an old man.
Yeah,
but these things you could see during that time.
Yeah, back in my day. Yeah, good lord.
Telling the old guy, back in my day. That's like 75 years old.
Yeah, I don't think I could do another 25 years because I feel like once you're in that senior age, especially that high in age, and your mobility is limited and all that.
Well, like I said, there's some 80-year-olds that still freaking go out on runs and all that. They take care of their bodies.
That's fine. But once you get into your 90s and all that, I mean...
My great-grandmother was still moving and grooving, getting around, going on cruises, and she died at 92 years old.
Yeah, you saw my great-grandmother. She was, 96? But in her case, she had her walker and all that, and she had the... But anyway, she still went to church every week when it was time for church. She said nothing stopped her, but it was just having to do... It depends on if you keep yourself healthy or not. And having to sit there and, like, if you're... I guess it's more than just health. But if you, let's say you have arthritis, and you're living with that, and you're just like, is it my time to go yet? Now you got another 25 years of arthritis?
A leave, man. I'd be taking them to leave like candy.
Oh, gosh. No, then you're going to OD, and then you're going to go to sleep.
No, not.
Which is what I don't need. So, anyway...
I'm glad we went one more because we ended up getting that one.
But that's going to be it for this episode.
There will be more, because this is fun.
It is fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. And then you get to hear a little bit about how we think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to know us better.
Yeah. We get to know each other better too, kind of, because, there's things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, for the most part, it seems that we think alike, but eventually we're going to hit something that's going to be like...
And with my ADHD, that's kind of hard. That's hard to do, because one day I'll agree with her on something, and another day, be against her on it. Anyway, because there we go, being alike.
If you like what you see and you want more of it, pounce
on that like button. Until next time, I'm Guardog.
And I'm Kitty.
Peace.
Peace out.